Welcome to a very special Split Ends Live with Andrew and Olga. And here today in the salon chair, you'll find her in amongst the little yellow lifesaver sachets and absolutely leading the way as CEO of Absolute Collagen. Please welcome Maxine Laceby.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Sarah, and welcome everybody to the House of Kerner by Bloom. As Sarah just rightly said, Split Ends with Andrew and Olga is filmed live here. We go as a podcast and on YouTube. Check us out. We've got an amazing Instagram. And the premise of Split Ends is slightly different this evening with our very special guests, who both got a very deep connection to Kilimanjaro. The usual set is I stand behind somebody's chair as a hairdresser and I do their hair and I chat to them around that conversation that happens in a hairdressing salon that happens nowhere else in society. Within minutes I meet a complete stranger and I know everything about their life. So the premise of the show is, my opening line is tell me about your split ends, but be quick because I know you're going to tell me about your split life. And then it just so happens that my mate, comedian, actress extraordinaire, Olga Thompson, was brought up in her mother's hairdressing salon in North London as a Greek Cypriot immigrant, and has actually made many of her characters for her comedy show based on the women that she met in her mum's hairdressing salon. So tonight we're going to take you on a slightly different journey, but it is about split ends. So please welcome my co-star, my beloved Olga Thompson.
Aww. The treatment.
We have the gorgeous, uber wonderful Maxine. Maxine, we were having a chat before the show. You are inspirational.
Oh, bless you.
You genuinely make women like me and men feel at home. You just make us feel like we belong. And I think that's a magic that you have, and I know that you have this incredible brand, Absolute Collagen. Absolute Collagen, it is absolutely amazing. Please check them out. But the brand is more than that. We were discussing, the brand is you. And the brand is everything that you have been through and everything that you are yet to go through, and that you're bringing so many people along the journey with you. When was that moment where Maxine went, this is it?
When was your first split end?
I've had a few of those, darling, I'll tell you.
Your hair story.
I got to 49 10 years ago. I sat in my bed waving my youngest daughter off, who'd just passed a test. I no longer had to do the school run. I decided to do a fine art degree. One of my first projects was a project called Dare to Go Bare. Didn't take my clothes off, you're okay. And I stripped off unknowingly every external mask. So I used to have long, dark, curly hair, I had all my hair cut off, I took off all my makeup, and I wore really, really dowdy clothes for 4 months, had the colour taken out of my hair. And the whole project for me was, as a woman of a certain age, would I disappear in people's vision? What it made me realise is I'd already, probably for all my life, as we spoke earlier, that little girl, I'd already disappeared in my vision. So I started looking at myself as a whole. One of the things I did was look at myself physically. I started making and drinking bone broth. When there was a jelly on the bone broth 10 years ago, and the jelly was collagen. We were the very first liquid collagen supplement, you know, so it's crazy. We invented it in our kitchen, launched it into a market that didn't exist. And that was my split end moment.
And I think I've been an absolute all those 10 years, haven't I?
Can't you tell? Yes, you have.
5 really, but
you really have.
Absolute collagen.
Yeah, you have.
I use the skincare, I take the supplement every single day.
Yeah, you absolutely
and so does my husband as well. So yes, it comes through letterbox. I love it. But tell us, Maxine, what was the split end moment when you decided you wanted to summit Kilimanjaro?
Jesus, yes. So in February, I'm a change maker for Birmingham Children's Hospital, and they've got a fantastic group of people. And Mark Bryder, the charity guy in Birmingham, said, "Come on, let's do this Kilimanjaro." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." My happy place is shorts, backpack, and no makeup. I am happy. I'm outdoors. That is my absolute saviour. On my own, with people, don't mind. Got to be outdoors. Got to be doing something. And so, I went on Kilimanjaro.
And it was part of a very special year for you, wasn't it, as well? Because you were doing a lot of things around that year.
Yes, so next year I'm 60 and I am doing 60 things before I'm 60. And Kilimanjaro was one of them. So I'm just having so much fun.
Therapy.
What keeps Maxine? What keeps you grounded when you just need a little bit of time just for you to be you?
Absolute collagen, of course.
Well, of course, of course. But the things that we might not
Yeah.
know behind the scenes, what keeps you you?
Yeah, so I'm probably an introvert extrovert, so I'm great around people. I love people. I love the energy people bring, but I get my energy from being alone and I have to schedule that. So
Yeah.
I do a lot on my own. I flew to Pisa, picked up a bike, did the Italian and French Riviera last year on my own. I love being alone. It's crazy. But I guess I'm lucky I have a choice. Some people don't. And so I do absolutely need that time alone. It could be running, it could be hiking, it could be cycling the North Coast 500, which I did a couple of weeks ago. I just love being outdoors. But I like doing something physical. I like the exhaustion it gives me. Quietens my mind.
Worst hair day ever.
On Split Ends, we often ask people, what's the worst haircut you've ever had? And a lot of our guests will share mullets. Anyone in here ever had a mullet?
Yes.
Where's any Gen Xers in here with bad
I was
mullets?
going to say, they're quite
Yes.
cool now.
No? No, some people are kind of hiding. Okay, and I want to know, Maxine, has there been a hairstyle that's just been like permed, frazzled, something hideous that you've kind of tried to hide away from for all time?
Okay, so first of all, my mum used to wash my hair in fairy liquid. I have long curly hair. That was never a good look. And yes, that kept me very safe and yeah, away from the boys, which was brilliant. But I suppose my art project, when I had my hair all cut off and I stripped the colour out and it went yellow. Not a good look. And yes, so I've just let it go grey and I'm like, do you know what, I'm done. Sorry about not colouring it, but you know what, I'm just happy.
Part of the reason why we asked Maxine to be here tonight as well was she had a very personal story on Kilimanjaro. And some of you here tonight maybe, with your arm around your back, be persuaded to come and join us on the expedition of a lifetime, just like my dear friend Carol Sorby did, who thought she was cooking me Sunday lunch and ended up coming to Kilimanjaro with us, Carol. But you had a particular experience. We're happy for you to share that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for
It
it.
might put people off. Okay, so I summited. I loved it, by the way. I absolutely loved everything about it. I loved the climb, no ropes, dangerous, great, get me out there. But they look after you, they really do. So I did the 7 days, got to the top, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. I actually said on the way up, I would liken this to giving birth. It's that hard, yeah? Something you've never done,
I've
darling.
never given that. No.
And I've had natural birth, so yeah. And on the way down, I got back down to base camp and I fell. So 60 things, anything to get in a helicopter, right? So I ended up getting helicoptered off. Very long story. Went to the hospital. They told me there was nothing wrong. Came back. I thought, I got for his ribs, that's not good. My daughter, 4 days later, said, you've got to go to the hospital. Went to A&E. They gave me a scan and an X-ray, put me into recess and said, you've broken your scapula. You've got 3 broken ribs. And actually, one of your ribs is sticking in your lung. How the hell have you flown home? But you know what? I think there's a strength and a power in aging. We're strong. So, and of course, it was the collagen, right? But you know what? It was glorious. And anybody that is not signed up yet, it's a life-changing experience, and it's just beautiful. And the people there are absolutely wonderful.
Maxine, thank you.
Thank
you
you
for
for
joining
having
us.
me.
Split Ends.
Thank you for joining us for a very special episode of Split Ends Live with Andrew and Olga. And hair today in the salon chair was Absolute Collagen CEO Maxine Laceby. And cut